Nayla never planned to destroy anyone, until the people she loved most handed her the match. It began with the smallest fissure, a laugh she thought she'd misheard, drifting from the corridor outside the campus library. She bent to retrieve her fallen notebook, fingers brushing the cool floor when Mahira's voice cut through the hush, sharp as broken glass. "She thinks he's loyal." Rayan's reply, soft, mocking, confirmed it. This was no passing joke. Her boyfriend and her best friend were weaving lies behind her back. She rose without a word and walked home as though everything were normal. The late spring breeze, the budding jasmine on the courtyard walls, the way her sneakers echoed on concrete. Mahira greeted her with a bright smile, Rayan with a gentle kiss on the forehead. Over sweet, milky chai in their small shared flat, Nayla nodded and laughed, careful not to let suspicion leak through. Inside, however, her heart had already turned to ice. That night, sleep eluded her. She replayed the whisper over and over, Mahira's casual cruelty, Rayan's amused compliance. She scrolled through memories, their jubilant selfies at freshman orientation, the late-night study sessions where sparks first flew between her and Rayan, the movie marathons with Mahira sprawled across the sofa. None of it was real. None of it spared her. By morning, the Nayla they knew was gone. In her place stood a woman with a single purpose, to expose the truth. She didn't confront them. Not yet. She smiled wider when Mahira borrowed her favorite lipstick. She let Rayan slip his arm around her waist in public, whispering that she smelled like honeysuckle and spring rain. All the while, she watched, collected, stored every breadcrumb of proof. Over the next week, she turned detective. At the cafe where Rayan worked part-time, she pretended to study at a corner table while her phone's hidden recorder captured hushed conversations between him and Mahira. She staged accidental drop-ins at Mahira's part-time job in the art building, slipping tiny wireless mics into her backpack. She mined group texts, private Snapchats, anything that could betray them. The breakthrough came one rainy Thursday. Nayla emerged from a seminar to see Rayan's phone screen, displaying a location pin at a rundown motel 20 minutes from campus, open in Mahira's unguarded hand. The window of betrayal smashed wide open. Later that night, back in her room, she ordered a covert dash cam from an online supplier, rigged to attach to any pair of shoes. By Friday, she was ready. They had no idea she was already 2 steps ahead. The annual cultural night loomed on the horizon, an evening when every corner of campus pulsed with energy, parents mingled with deans, and the entire student body crowded the auditorium. Nayla was on the organizing committee. Mahira was hosting, draped in sequins and false warmth. Rayan was slated to perform an acoustic set mid-program. The perfect stage for public humiliation. The night before the event, Nayla worked until dawn. Behind the main stage, among sponsors' banners, she plastered her own QR code, camouflaged in the blue and gold of the university seal. Scanning it would load an unlisted video link. She tested it twice on her phone, then smiled. She also prepared the printed confessions. In the days leading up, she had tricked Mahira into using her dorm printer by claiming a jam, then swapped the jammed paper with a stack of envelopes bearing Mahira's personal, anonymous love confession posts. Self-written attempts to hide her guilt under a pseudonym on a gossip forum. Each envelope Nayla slipped into every seat across the auditorium. When morning broke, Nayla wore white. In her culture, white signified mourning. To her, it felt fitting. She arrived early, took her seat near the front, and let Mahira thunder through her introductory banter. The crowd applauded, cameras flashed, and Mahira's eyes flickered once in Nayla's direction, concerned curiosity, quickly masked by show mood cheer. Rayan took the stage next. His guitar's warm chords filled the hall as he launched into a love song penned in Nayla's honor. Mahira beamed beside him. Nayla clenched her jaw, then sat back, unwavering. Halfway through the song, the lights dimmed. A hush fell. Phones buzzed. QR codes were scanned. The overhead projector sputtered to life, the signal hijacked by Nayla's covert link. The screen flickered, then blazed with images no one expected. First, the motel video. Rayan's hand gripping Mahira's waist, Mahira's head thrown back in laughter. The chalk daisies Nayla had pressed in a book, now strewn across motel sheets, proving it was indeed her favorite journal she'd left behind. The audio, voices hushed, urgency in every breath, the flutter of Mahira's stolen lipstick in Mahira's smirk. The footage played in silent betrayal. Gasps filled the auditorium. Students covered their mouths. Parents shifted in seats. Mahira froze mid-smile, the host's microphone slipping from her grasp. Rayan's guitar chord hung in the air, dissonant and wrong. Before either of them could react, Nayla stepped forward, microphone in hand. Her voice, calm and clear, rolled across the stunned silence. Tonight we celebrated creativity. But some creations are dark. Some friendships are masks. Some love songs are lies. If you ever wondered why I wore white tonight. She paused, lifting her gown sleeve to show its spotless purity. It was for the death of everything I believed. She turned to the crowd. And for the funeral of their deceit. Envelope upon envelope appeared in trembling hands as students opened them to find Mahira's own posts, boastful, mocking, unfiltered. Snippets like, "He'd text me all night, poor thing. If only she knew how bored I was." Each confession landed with a deeper thud. Mahira ran backstage, torching her composure. Rayan sprang from the stage in fury. Students shouted questions. The dean rose from the front row, phone in hand, recording everything. By the time Nayla walked out of the hall, escorted by campus security for her own disruption, Mahira's scholarship was under official review and Rayan's performance contract had been terminated on the spot. Rumors swirled that academic misconduct charges would follow them both. Nayla didn't wait for the fallout. She boarded the overnight bus to the next city at dawn, her suitcase heavy but her heart lighter than it had been in months. Over the coming weeks, the story spread beyond campus. Clips of her statement went viral, articles appeared in the college paper, hashtags trended on social media. Nayla's face was never shown, just a silhouette in white, voice firm, words unforgettable. Everyone knew exactly who she was. Mahira's family flew in, ashamed. Rayan's friends abandoned him. They both faced disciplinary hearings, lost internships, and found doors once open, all slammed shut. Every time they tried to explain, a screenshot appeared, a video fragment resurfaced, sealing their fate. As for Nayla, she used the momentum to rebuild. She enrolled in a master's program abroad. She published essays on consent, betrayal, and digital ethics. She spoke at forums on campus safety and emotional autonomy. Her anonymity remained intact, her power came from the truths she wielded, not her identity. Months later, during a guest lecture at an alumni event, she slipped on her favorite earrings, gifts from her grandmother, and gazed at the auditorium beneath the spotlight. The lights glowed like embers. The memory of ashes still warmed her chest, but now it was a forge, tempering her resolve. They had lit the match. She had become the fire. And from those flames, Nayla emerged unburned, reborn, unstoppable.